Yes, preliminary farts for the win. Alright, let me get on to this freaking beer review. Hey fellas, how you doing everyone? Cheers to 17, it's Jake. Huh? What's happening? Let me see if I can get this on the camera here. It's I've had this beer now for a year. This was from the beer hall last year, the March, late February, early March beer hall. Remember that? Remember that? Nobody remembers. This is the DDC's Solstice de Hiver. I think I'm saying it right. I can't remember. This is the last one. This is the last one. I held on to it for one. This is aged 1 year. It's a barley wine. It's 10.2% alcohol. Alcohol. We're about to have some barley wine here on Jake and Dar. It's time to crack this sucker. I got a clean glass. A different glass. Let's pour this guy up and see what we got here. After 1 year of aging here at Jake's house, at Jake's place, at Jake's dungeon, or whatever the hell you want to call it, I don't know. What the hell? Dar's headphones fell to the floor. Who cares? They're only cheap Sony ones. Let's pour this one up. Let's see what we got here. It's a barley wine. I've had maybe one, I've only had about one barley wine before. I've had the Garrison barley wine, which was, wow, which was super, super, super strong. It was strong. Definitely a sipper. You don't want to chug that one. You don't even want to drink it semi-fast. You want to sip it real slowly, but this is different. This is DDC. And I got to add this one to the beer wall after tonight to go along with all the other DDCs over there. DDC. So there it is. There's what it looks like. It's kind of dark. It's pretty dark. It's pretty. You can see through it a little bit with the light. Very dark. Quite a very dark brown copper color. Can't see through the top part, but only through the bottom, I guess. Let's sniff our way to sanctuary. What did I just say? Oh well, let's go for it. You know, I wish I had a better snout. I don't smell everything that the other guys smell. I don't smell that well. I can smell malt, like lots of malt. And I can smell sweetness, lots of sweetness. I can't really pick up anything more than malt and sweetness on the aroma. The aroma. Cheers, let's have a taste here. Whoa. It's like candy. Whew. It's so sweet. It's sweet like a barley wine apparently should be. Whoa. Not bad. It's got a lot of sweetness, but then the bitterness, there's a bitterness that comes in after. Let me try to analyze this now. I'm getting lots of I'm getting quite a bit of fruit flavor from this. The typical, you know, the typical barley wine stuff like dates and raisins, and that's along the lines of that sort of fruit flavor, dates and raisins. Ooh, it's very sweet. Syrupy sweet. And you know, if you know Jake's reviews, like maybe one or two people have seen my reviews in the past, I'm not a huge fan of syrupy sweet in my beer. Not a huge fan of it. But you know what the awesome thing about this beer is, now that I think about it? The awesome thing is that for 10.2% alcohol, It is like totally, maybe they're lying. Maybe they're bullshitting me. You can't even taste it. The alcohol is just totally masked over by the sweetness and the syrup. You can't even taste no alcohol at 10.2%. That's awesome. There's no alcohol. I can't even pick up on it. There's no fore flavor or afterburn or anything from the alcohol. The carbonation is right where it should be. I love the carbonation on this beer. Because when it comes to beers with lots of flavor, in my own humble opinion, beers that are heavy in flavor should not have much of a carbonation. The carbonation should be very low. Because I just don't like the carbonation burn. I don't like it. I don't like it when I'm trying to get all those chocolate, caramel, or fruity flavors or hop flavors, and then there's an alcohol burn on my tongue masking that. And I don't like that. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? This is a very nice barley wine. I'm sorry that I haven't had many barley wines in the past. The Garrison barley wine was stronger than this. It was heavier. It was like more potent, more pungent, more kick in the ass. This one is a little bit more subtle, not quite as bursting with all the flavors. But this is nice. This is really nice. Absolutely, I can't see much wrong with this at all. Other than, like I say, I don't like the huge syrupy sweetness to it. But that's just my preference. That's my preference only. Other people probably like that. But this is a nice beer. God bless DDCL from Montreal, Quebec. They do a great job on all their beers. They're one of my favorite breweries because they're very consistent and they do a great job on almost all of their beers. I've had, well, how many have I had now on the beer wall? I've had like 13 of them, and maybe one or two I didn't like. Only one or two I didn't like. Probably only one. It was the flower beer, the flower one with the hibiscus flowers or whatever it is. That's the only one I didn't like. But DDCL, great job on this barley wine. Excellent, excellent. It's easily at least a generous 4.5 out of 5. The only thing I can find wrong with it, in my opinion, is the sweetness is a little heavy for my likings. Other than that, everything else is great. The malt, the bitterness, the fruit flavors, and there's a hint of caramel in there. That kind of along the lines of that stuff. It's a very good beer for a barley wine. It's great. And before this review carries on for 27 minutes or something like that, I'm going to cut it off right here. Cheers, everybody. 17. Thanks for watching. Keep your mugs full, and I appreciate everybody that joins or everybody that watches. Take care.